In this video, we're going to go through ordering a virtual machine and automatically provisioning it in VMware. So as you look at the screen here, we're looking at the service catalog. These are some of the categories we have set up. You can add to these categories or change these categories as you choose, so this is completely configurable by you. What we're going to do is click on the virtual resources category, and that's going to take us into a number of virtual resource items that we can order. And when we order them, ultimately what that does is kick off a workflow or orchestration that automatically adds the virtual machine to VMware in the example we're going to go through. And so here you'll notice we've got Amazon in here, so you could do this for Amazon, you could do it for VMware. If you had Hyper-V, you could use it there, Rackspace, etc. So any virtual infrastructure, you could use this to provision machines automatically. I'm going to go ahead and click on this Linux CentOS option here. This is one of our sample VMware images we have set up. And this opens up a page that we've defined that's collecting some basic information. That said, you could collect additional attributes here if you wanted to. So you could collect how much memory, how much disk space, all kinds of other attributes about a virtual machine could be selected or exposed for the end user to select at this point. We've just kept this simple, simple for now. So I'll put in business purpose here. This next section here, least details, is important. If you think about when do you want this to start and when do you want it to end, the ending part is important from a cost perspective. So if you only need a virtual machine for a week, ServiceNow can automatically decommission that virtual machine based on the date here. You could have warnings and notifications and things before it happens, but the point here really is that you can automatically do that. You can automatically decommission a machine based on this setting here. Scroll down a little bit further. If this is going to be part of your business service infrastructure, you can indicate what it's related to. So when it is created, it'll automatically get created to your business service map. You indicate what it's used for as well. And so at this point, all I have to do is click Order Now. And this kicks off the fulfillment process, which is an orchestration with a number of activities to automatically create that virtual machine. And so I'm going to come over here to Requests, and we'll look at this request right here, and you can see we have this one request item in there. I'll go ahead and open up that request item. As we scroll down in here, you'll notice actually this request item exposes some additional attributes for the virtual machine. This particular orchestration doesn't have approvals in here, but you could have approvals where it basically required somebody on your provisioning team to approve before you automatically created the virtual machine. And this screen would allow them to set some additional attributes for the machine as well, or change the attributes of the machine before allowing the provisioning to happen. And so we can see this global ST62. So that's the name of the virtual machine that was automatically created. So we've got an algorithm automatically doing that, but you can either change that algorithm to accommodate whatever naming convention you want, or you could let someone type it in as well. So scroll down a little bit further, click on Show Workflow. So this is the workflow that's executed. It's executed all of these activities. And then down here you can see where we've created a VMware instance via this run script activity that is setting up a scheduled job that will run immediately and integrate with the virtual machine API, in this case the VMware API, to stand up that virtual machine. So I'm going to switch over here real quick to a remote desktop session that I have. And this is going to show vCenter. And you can see down here global ST62, so that's the virtual machine that was just created, and it's in the process of turning itself on. And so really that's it. I mean, it's very easy to do. It allows you to have controls around ordering. You could put approvals in place, but it automates the actual provisioning process. So you're going to get consistent deliverables there from how these are provisioned, and then the decommissioning as well allows you to make sure these things are being decommissioned and you're not spending extra money because machines are just spinning and they don't need to. One other thing I'll show here real quick too is under the assets section of self-service. I can go and look at my virtual machine if I give the end user rights to see this. So I'll go into that particular asset and go to the configuration item for that asset. And when I do that, It shows me the business service relationship, which there's a whole bunch of them in here because I've run through this sequence a number of times. And then as you look down here towards the bottom, there's a number of links that allow you to take actions with the virtual machine. So you can actually terminate the VM from here, stop it, pause it, etc., modify it. So if I click on modify here, it'll allow us to modify CPU settings, memory, etc. And so this is configurable. You can add additional properties here if you want to, but I just wanted to mention that extra piece here. So you can, full lifecycle management of these virtual machines. So that's it. That's how you can use ServiceNow and ServiceNow Orchestration to automatically provision virtual machines.